News. It's 17:30 GMT. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, which brings you great interviews, analysis, and news summaries. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu, and coming up tonight on Eyewitness News, New Patriotic Party continues with the rebuilding agenda with a successful election of regional executives. From the weekend, we'll tell you who are the phases of the party at the regional level. Also, coming up, Ghanaian students on scholarship in Russia cry out over non-payment of stipends. We'll be hearing from them and the reactions from government. And later, on Eyewitness News, public universities continue to suffer from the strike of university administrators as meeting with minister ends inconclusively. We'll tell you what's happened to patients who went to hospital, students who are preparing for examination, and more. Still 97.3 Citi FM for more of this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. We have business news coming up later on the show, and of course Talkback, where we hear from you via WhatsApp messages 0539 986 996, 0539 986 996. Eyewitness News is interactive. Join us with your messages and the world gets to hear what you think. I am Umaru Sandamadu. We start off with the NPP regional elections. From the weekend, the party went to the polls and elected the executives for all the 16 regions on Saturday and on Sunday. In the Eastern region, the party delegates retained their chairman. Jeff Konedu-Addo is his name, and he's joined us on the line. Mr. Konedu-Addo, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you so much, Umaru.
Congratulations on your this is your second time as chairman of the region.
Thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you so much.
What made it for you? Why did the delegates choose Jeff?
Well, Umaru, it's simple. Let me say thank you to you and to your listeners this evening. Yes, the delegates chose me because of what I have done, the work I did in the region in the last 4 years as their chairman, and also what they believe I can do to help our party to come to power in 2028. They believed in me. I relate very well to them in my region, and I believe they also believe that I can do the job, and that's why they retained me. And I thank all of them through your medium. I'm very grateful to all of them who came out there to vote and to retain me as the regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party.
How stiff was the opposition that you faced?
It was very, very stiff. Very, very stiff. Remember, we were here last 4 years. You know what happened. And this year also was no different. A lot of people, especially the members of parliament, some of them, rose up against me, mainly because they believe that I supported Dr. Brian Champong in his bid to become our flag bearer. They thought that no, I didn't deserve to become a regional chairman. But no, the party people thought otherwise. So the competition was very, very steep. It was very, very, very arduous task. But thankfully, my message went down well. The people thought that no, they want rather unity than divisiveness. And they chose unity. And my party people chose unity, and they chose me.
Would it be fair to say the contest was a shadow battle between Dr. Brian Champong and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in Eastern region at least?
Obviously, yes. My opponent went around and telling every delegate that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had sent him. He was on record to have said that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia says he couldn't work with me in the Eastern region. He was on record on phones. People were calling delegates to say that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has sent him to come and unseat me because I supported Dr. Brian Champong. In fact, it was very painful. I never heard that from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I know he didn't say that. I know it was a lie. but that was the message he was going around with it. And to me, I needed to prove to our party people that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia would not do that. And I think my party people watched it and believed what I was saying. And thankfully, that battle, Brian Bawumia's battle, didn't play out. And I won so successfully.
But in countering that, did you also try to then play on the card of Dr. Brian Acheampong, or you did not do that?
I didn't. I played the card of unity. I played the message of unity that I had served them. And if my party invites me to support whoever I want, it is the right of every party member to go out there and support whoever he wants in the presidential primaries elections. And if I supported A or B, I don't think that should be a punishment. It is my right as a party member and everybody's right as a party member to choose who they feel they can support. And thankfully, my message went down well. They saw that as a unification message other than a message of divisive. Because if you come to tell the party people that because this man went to support A or B, therefore we should not vote for him. If you come to say that, it means you are dividing the party. But this party is one unit. This party is one. We all belong to the same elephant family. And that was my message, that all of us belongs to one stock. And they should choose me because I come with unity. And that is my hallmark. And I continue to believe in the unification of our party.
Now, considering that that message has been drummed down by your opponent, it means that obviously you have been painted as the Brian candidate, the anti-Bawumia candidate in the Eastern region. And I've seen some people suggest that Dr. Bawumia has lost the Eastern region. How would you work to give that reassurance that even though you went into that contest, supported Brian Acheampong, your support now is for Dr. Bawumia?
Well, I must be honest with you. This election and this victory that I had is the NPP's victory. It is not the Brian Acheampong victory, and it is not the Dr. Bawumia's victory. It is the victory of NPP, and that is what I stand for. Yes, I supported Dr. Brian Acheampong very, very well. I campaigned for him. I did everything that I was supposed to do for him to become our flag bearer. But no, our party people said no. We chose Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I respected that. And now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is my flag bearer. Everything in my bones, everything in my mind is to make sure that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wins the next elections as the president of this republic. And any other thing is secondary. My primary goal today, as I sit here, is to unite our party with a message of unity, is to bring everybody on board, to bring whoever supported where. Those vindictiveness, those message of divisive is over. Now, I have to unite the NPP in the Eastern region and make sure that we make Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the president of the republic in the next elections. And for me, Umaru, I stand true to guide this basic principle that outside unity, nothing can win us elections. If we don't bring ourselves together, if we don't come together as one people, nothing can win us victory. But I stand true to it that I will do everything possible to bring our party together in the Eastern region. That is what I stand for.
Have you demonstrated this to Dr. Bawumia himself? What has been his reaction as well to your victory?
I have not,
campaign?
Because we just had the election 2-3 days ago, and I'm still in my village in the Eastern region. I'm just cooling off. As soon as I hit Accra, I'll go to him. I'll go and thank him for what he did for this party. I will go to him. I'll make sure I will present a unification message to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I will make sure he understands me that I am not out there to play any game that will go against him. I cannot do that. Everything in me, Umaru, where I was trained, people that knows me closely. And I'm saying this on your platform. I lived a lot of my years in the Scandinavia, in Norway. All my youthful life, I lived there. And in that place, people build consensus. And that is what I believe in. I was trained to work together with people. If you have heard about the Norwegian people, you will know the way they do their things. You don't hear about them fighting and all of these things. No. They build consensus, and that is what I've been trained with. And for me, hate is not part of me. For me, revenge is not part of me. For me, I want to build bridges other than to break them down. And that is what I am going to do as regional chairman. Build bridges, bring people together, and make sure that we sing one song. We come out together. And that is what I believe will bring us victory. So, Mario, please, through your medium, I want to sound this note to everybody in the Eastern region that I am out there for peace. I'm out there for unity. I want everybody to come on board because I can only be judged by the success and hate in the Eastern region, not by hate.
You said that the contest between you and your competitor was tagged along lines or factional lines. Did the same happen with the other executives? How would you deal with people who treat you with suspicion or look at you with suspicion that you are up to no good, you are working against the flag bearer of the party? How would you deal with them if they are even part of your executive team? Now you are going to be the chairman of the team. I'm sure there will be people in there who also suspect you. There may possibly even be campaigns that said that you should not be voted for among those who you went with, not necessarily your direct competitor. How will you deal with those people as well, the suspicion that is hanging around your neck?
Well, strangely enough, everybody that won in the just ended elections in the Eastern region sang the same hymn that I sang.
They were all Dr. Brian Champong supporters?
No, not Dr. Brian Champong, but they sang unity. My regional secretary was antagonized because in the elections, he went out there to say that if I failed, then he also failed. So he cannot campaign against me. My regional secretary supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia all through and through. But as a Democrat as I am, I worked with him. Even though he was supporting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I was supporting Dr. Brian Champong. But we worked together. My regional secretary was antagonized because he was supporting me. Thankfully, he won. Big margin. My regional organizer. People did a lot. Everybody that supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia at that time worked against my regional organizer. Thankfully, he also won. My first vice chairman, Dr. Chumberi Makranting. Dr. Chung was contested bitterly by Ochre Ajikun, former MP for Fantiakwa South, mainly because he came to support Dr. Brian Champong. But thankfully, Dr. Chumberi also won with a landslide winning. So Eastern region is an enigma, I can tell you. Brian Champong comes from Eastern region. When he came to vow for the presidential flag bearer slot, Eastern region said no, they won't give you. Eastern region did not give it to him. But when he comes into these elections, they said no, we will not accept what purported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is being a champion, that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia don't want this, he doesn't want this. In fact, it was a big battle because the people who supported Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the Eastern region, his campaign manager for Eastern region, Kojo Boatia Jiman, he was the person I contacted with. Honorable Arafat Ajikun, he was the deputy campaign manager for Eastern region for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He also came to contest Dr. Chumberry granting. But thankfully, all of us won. Regional Secretary Tony Oseyaji was seriously antagonized and contested. But that young man said something that really, really touched everybody's heart. He said, if my chairman has failed, then I have failed. So if you vote against my chairman, then vote against me. And thankfully his message went down well, and he won a landslide big victory. Having said this, Umaru, I am not out there to antagonize anybody. I told my regional secretary, I spoke to him, I said, Bufi, and yamra, yaba time will be new. There was say a koye juma. Na yame nika any wu. I say ubi dwen ho adwembone a ye de na nyu ubi ho adwembone. Ye de Dr. Mahmoud Babi about the president. Nipa adwen akawoniki. That's what I told my regional secretary today.
Very well.
So for me, if Dr. Bawumia was part of it, which I doubt, please let it be clear. I doubt. I said it over and over again. I doubt, because he stands for unity. If Dr. Bawumia was part of this agenda to remove me, then he was ill-advised. Because the man I know, he wants all of us to come together. The unification message I was preaching, it is Dr. Bawumia's message. And so, I am thankful to everybody who voted for me, and even those who did not vote for me.
All right.
And Umaru, I want to stand on your money to tell my party people, please, it's time to unite. Please, those who worked against me, those who didn't work against me, those who supported me, if I had done anything against anybody, said anything against anybody, I beg you, please, through your medium, let them forgive me. I'm kneeling down in front of everybody. Let them forgive me. If I had said anything wrong, if I had done anything bad against anybody, for the sake of the elephant, let everybody forgive me. Again, anybody who has done anything against me, said anything against me, said whatever they needed to say against me because they wanted to win, me, out of my heart, Umaru, through your medium, I forgive everybody. Please, I want all of us to come back together as one party, another who loves everybody.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations once again for speaking to us. That's Jeff Konedu Ado. He's Eastern Regional Chairman of the NPP, was re-elected over the weekend for another term of office. So that's what happened in the Eastern region. Let's go to the Ashanti region. The chairman, Bernard Entry-Bosiakon, is not in the contest of obvious reasons. He did not even seek re-election. There's a new chairman called Chairman Koka. Now, his secretary, or the newly elected regional secretary, is Francis Adumakun, and he's joined us on the line. Mr. Adumakun, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
President Dr. Adumakun.
Oh, forgive me, Doc. How are you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much, God.
How was it? The contest that you went into, how was it? How competitive was it for you?
Thank you very much for this opportunity. Let me say a big good evening to my listeners. No, it wasn't easy at all. You know, I have been a polling station organizer for 8 years, a constituency organizer for 8 years, regional organizer for 8 years. So in terms of party position, 24 years still working for the party. I'm very loyal, very hardworking. We have 47 constituencies. Of all the 47 constituencies, I've not been any single constituency I've not been to. I have worked my heart out for the party. Not even a single program in this
region that I have not attended to. Whatever I need to say, if the vice president comes to the region, I'm the first person to be notified, and I go everywhere.
Secretary, forgive me, but some people appear to be having a conversation around you. If you could either let them move away or you move from them, because it's giving us an interference here.
Okay, let me stop. Okay. We were just in the meeting when the call came.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. So you were organizer, and then you got elevated to be regional secretary.
Yes, I was the regional organizer. My first time in office, I contested the position with 5 different people, and I won. My second term in office, I went in the place because of my hard work. That's never happened before in this region. I'm the most visible regional executive in Ashanti region. I happen to be the dean of all the 16 regional organizers. 4 years ago, all the 94 constituency secretaries and their deputies wanted me to be the regional secretary. I told them they should give me some time because I've only served with the constituency organizers for 4 years. It wasn't for nothing that they wanted me as their leader. So I asked them to be a bit patient. This time around, the regional secretary decided that he wasn't contesting again. So that particular position was going to be vacant. And they said, oh, in that situation, they came back asking me to contest. I said, okay, fine, let me do some proper consultation before I move to that particular step. The very moment I said I wanted to contest as a regional secretary, then I started hearing rumors that some people did not want me to be the regional secretary. I said, why? I thought it was just mere rumor. Little did I know that some former ministers, some current MPs, some chiefs have gone up that they don't want me as a regional secretary. I thought it was just also a hearsay. Then I was there and I saw a list indicating proposed candidates for flag bearer. I said, hey, when I went through the list, I realized that my name was not even there. Hey, I said, wow. And it started some kind of agitation from even the constituency executive that, oh, this is the man who has served us, has been loyal to us, is a very hard-working person, have come around all the over 50 plus constitutions for the past 8 years, have been very faithful with each and every party officer in the region, have trained all the polling station executives, constituency executives, organized workshops, done so much in the region that we want him to come and take the administration of the party in the region. Then all of a sudden, a list comes out that he is not the.
And this list is coming from who?
They initially they gave it a heading. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's list for regional positions.
But even though you cannot prove or you could not track that list to Bawumia, could you?
No. So in fact, people were very agitating about it. Then along the line, Dr. Gideon came to the region and said it categorically clear that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had no preferred candidates. When he came and made that statement, he went on to the various radio stations to debunk that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia had no preferred candidate. That brought a sign of relief. It brought a sign of relief still, the so-called MPs and the chiefs from this particular region still went behind their preferred candidates, sponsored them, and even in the morning of the election, we heard that monies were being given to some of the delegates to come and vote against those who were not their preferred candidates. So it wasn't an easy context at all. But God being so good, I see it through.
Does it then mean that, and I was speaking to your Eastern Regional Chairman before you joined, and he said the election was pretty much a Dr. Bawumia versus Dr. Brian Champong contest in their region, especially relating to his candidature. Did that play out in your region as well? Were there Dr. Bawumia team, Dr. Brian Champong team, Kennedy Japon team, and which team were you either purportedly or really on?
There was nothing like Dr. Bawumia's team against any other presidential aspirants team. No. What they said was that these don't vote for these people because they are not they are not loyal to Bawumia. They don't work for Bawumia. They cannot. They made a statement like they can't work for. They won't work for Bawumia.
Is it because of your history during your primaries?
You see, I'm the regional organizer. Anytime our flag bearer comes into the region, I'm notified. If I'm in Ashanti region, I will lead everywhere it goes. I will mobilize people. The particular constituency we are entering, I would charge the organizer to mobilize people so that we meet our flag bearer. Everything I have to do, I did it. But for me to be told last minute that you are not working for Dr. Mohamed Bawumia, situation organizers were a bit taken aback. I said, how can you say that Dr. Francis Adumako cannot work for Dr. Mohamed Bawumia?
Doc, in January, ahead of the January election, did you support any other candidate openly aside Dr. Bawumia?
You can do your own background check. I never followed any aspirant anywhere. I never campaigned directly or indirectly for any other aspirant. The only person I can boast of that is only when Dr. Mohamed Bawumia came to the region for campaign 2 times. The first one he came, I went everywhere with him. So the second one he came that I couldn't join the campaign because we were having exams in the university. You understand? So I couldn't join. But the first one he came, I went everywhere with him. Apart from that, I didn't join any other aspirant to campaign in any other constituency. I didn't follow anybody. And that Dr. Brian Champong, or Kennedy Japon, or Dr. Duchu. Even Dr. Duchu comes from my region. He called me, I didn't join. Dr. Kennedy Japon called me, I didn't join. Remember, I didn't join any of them apart from me following Dr. Mohamed Bawumia, the first one I came.
Okay.
But people still used it against me.
All right.
You know, because of the work I have done in this particular region, despite the fact that they use it against me, despite the fact that the hands that we supported the preferred candidate, I still did what? Wrong.
Those people who worked against you, have you made peace with them yet?
You see, my contestants, one of them called me last night. Those who contested with me, one of them called me last night. The other person, I've tried reaching him, I've not gotten him. I'll try as much as possible to meet him. Yesterday, the elected regional chair, I I joined the Naked Regional Chairman to go and eat the Chairman Kokufu, Dr. Kokufu, who contested him as a regional for regional chairman position. Today, just this afternoon, we're just in a meeting with all the aspirants, all those who contested for different positions, those who lost. We just finished a meeting. So I don't have any misfeelings for any other person. Those who spoke against me, those who reported stories against me, those who said all sorts of things against me, forgiving everybody. Yeah. One thing I want to do is to make sure that, look, we start work as soon as possible. We start work as soon as possible because 2028 is just around the corner. And we have elections to win. I want Dr. Mohamed Baumia to be the President of the Republic of Ghana 2029. So, and the work ahead of us, I alone, I can't do it. I need to bring all hands. We need to bring all hands on deck to forgive each other and move on as a party. And that's my heart desire. And that's what I intend doing, to make sure that I throw a hand to all other aspirants, and that's what we are doing. That's what we discussed this evening.
You went against a social media sensation, your communication director, Paul Yando.
Yeah.
How easy was it beating him?
You see, this is the stronghold of the party. The stronghold of the party, and the heartbeat of the party is Ashanti region. So, even though he was a social media person, people were scared. This guy is popular. But it's not about popularity. It's not about somebody who is on social media. But it's about somebody who, apart from social media small, the person who had been, who I can say, tick all the boxes. Someone who is level-headed, somebody who is down to it, who understands the work that he wants, that particular position he wants to occupy. It's not about just occupying that particular seat, but it's about the work at hand. You are looking for somebody who, I mean, one of the constituencies that I went to, he said that this particular man we are talking about, they're talking about me. He's the person that when you even call him at midnight, he will pick up a call and see how best he can address your issue for you. This is the kind of person I find myself. That is me. So I know the work ahead of me, and the people know how I have been very instrumental across all the various 47 constituencies. So the work at hand is not about making fun and creating jokes, and I mean, no. It's a serious business we are talking about. The party's administration cannot be put into anybody's hand. We are looking for somebody who is level-headed, somebody who is well-respected, somebody who is credible and can bring all the votes from all the various stakeholders in the region. And that is what I stand for.
Has he called you to congratulate you?
Yes, he called me last night.
So you are fine. You'd work together, or he will leave you?
Definitely. As I'm saying, we're just in a meeting. We work together, and I've told him that if he has anything that you want to share with me, you should feel free. My doors are always open, and anytime I need him, I'll call him so we can move on as one people.
But it means that you have not only defeated Paul Yando, you have also defeated the Ashanti Regional Minister. Are you ready for? Because now the whole regional minister will be coming after you because he wanted Paul Yando to win.
I am ready for him. I am ready for him because Ashanti region is a stronghold of our party, and it will continue to be the stronghold of the New Patriotic Party.
Even though the NDC is penetrating hard and fast.
That's how hard they will penetrate. We will do our homework well and regain all the lost seats in the region and increase our votes and make sure that Mohamed Baumia becomes President of the Republic of Ghana.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, and congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much for having me as well. Have a nice day.
You too. That's Dr. Francis Adumakong. He is the newly elected Ashanti Regional Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. He was previously the organizer of the party in the region. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. I am Umaru Sandamadu. We'll return to tell you more from the City Newsroom. Please stay.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Northern Ghana is making history. The Ghana Exim Bank and North Shore Apro Ghana Limited proudly invite you to the official opening of Phase 1 of the North Shore Apro Hub, a wholly Ghanaian-owned Apro manufacturing enterprise under the 24-hour economy initiative. Funded by the Ghana Exim Bank and partners, this landmark project will create 3,000 jobs at commissioning and up to 10,000 jobs at full operation. His Excellency, the President, John Dramani Mahama, will officially commission the facility, joined by the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Ejari, and the Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank, Sylvester Attah-Mensah. Date, Friday, 28 August 2026. Time, 12 noon. Venue, North Shore Apro Hub, Sabulugu, near Tamale in the Northern region. Join us as we celebrate Ghanaian enterprise, job creation, and a bold step towards industrial transformation.
Hello passengers, welcome aboard Air Tanzania flight TC235. This is your captain speaking. Honeymoon is heading to Dar es Salaam and Zanzibar. Get ready for unforgettable memories. Business travelers, we hope you also make time to experience the beauty of East Africa. Sit back, relax and enjoy the rest of your flight.
Fly directly from Accra to East Africa 3 times a week with Air Tanzania. Whether for business or leisure in Guangzhou, Dubai, Zanzibar or beyond. Fares are from $550 USD. Book now at airtanzania.co.tz. Call 0270-264-200 or visit our office adjacent to the airport post office. Transport your goods and services in Africa and beyond only with Air Tanzania. Air Tanzania, the wings of Kilimanjaro.
My guy, when I hear the engine make that vroom, it drive me crazy.
Oh no, bro. This is my love language with physical tattoo. I mean, touching the smooth car leather seat. Correct sound system. AC freezing me like sachet water. Now me just have it with my passenger princess.
Charlie, that be why we can't miss the Absa Auto Fair. You fit test drive and Absa Bank get affordable finance options to help you own your dream car.
Yeah.
Join us for the Absa Auto Fair on Saturday 22nd and Sunday 23rd August at Good Park, Accra Mall. Come for affordable finance options from Absa Bank, special discounts and offers from your favorite automobile brands, plus insurance and auto accessory exhibitors. Want to showcase your brand? WhatsApp 0541 361 237 to book your exhibition space today. The Absa Auto Fair is powered by Absa Bank in partnership with Citi FM and Holland Insurance. The Absa Auto Fair is calling. Will you answer?
Eno, you know what our father left us when he died?
Debts?
He left us land, Eno. But Nanayo said the land is his. The court said, come back in 2031.
Hey, that's not an inheritance. That's a curse, brother.
Real Ejapade doesn't come with disputes. At Deftraco Woodlands, a 592-acre master planned gated city in Dawenya, your inheritance is waiting. Don't leave your children a court case. Leave them Deftraco Woodlands, the Ejapade they will be proud of. Visit woodlands.devtracogroup.com. Call or WhatsApp us today on 0208-732-302.
Kofi, I think we need to call them.
Deftraco Woodlands, where your roots run deep.
Looking for everything made in Ghana? All in one place? Then get ready. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is here. A bold celebration of Ghanaian creativity, innovation and excellence. From rich traditional crafts to modern cutting-edge solutions, experience the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Explore excellence across key sectors including automobile, agriculture, education, health, hospitality, fashion, technology, food and beverages, creative arts, beauty, retail, and more. This is the biggest Made in Ghana fair, bringing together SMEs, startups, manufacturers, local creatives, indigenous corporate bodies, entrepreneurs, and innovative businesses all under one roof. Discover brands redefining quality. Connect with industry leaders and innovators. Experience the energy of Ghanaian enterprise and creativity. The date is 29th and 30th of August 2026. The time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Venue, the A4 Sutherland's Children's Park. Call 0205-973-973 or 0558-973-973 to register. Come explore. Come connect. Come be inspired. Discover the brands redefining made in Ghana and experience the future of Ghanaian excellence. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is powered by Channel 1 TV with support from Citi FM. And it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank and MTN.
The Blank Sense is on your screens now, and trust us, you don't want to miss a single moment. Tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for all the family drama, unexpected twist, laughter, and everything in between. Missed an episode? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Catch the repeats Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays at 3 p.m., Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Stay logged on Channel 1 TV and never miss a moment of The Blank Sense. The Blank Sense is a Channel 1 TV production and is proudly sponsored by Out Insecticide, Nasco Electronics, Lizzie Shito, Everpack, and Lily Rice.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's go to Russia now. Because Ghanaian students on scholarship there are saying that the government has neglected them, left them in the cold weather of Russia. Jibril Kojo Nkum is president of the National Union of Ghana Students, the Russia chapter. You're welcome to Eyewitness News, sir.
Thank you very much, boss.
Where are you speaking to us from?
I'm speaking from Russia, Moscow to be precise.
The capital?
Yes, please.
What is the student population or Ghanaian student population in Russia? You are the president. Do you have a figure that you work with?
Okay, so approximately some are coming and some are leaving. So approximately will be around 3,000 if I'm frank to you.
And are all these 3,000 on government scholarship or some are on their own private arrangements?
Well, some are on private arrangement, please.
Okay, but about how many do you estimate to be on government scholarship?
Okay, so the estimation of government scholarship, we are around 200.
Okay, and this government scholarship, is it the scholarship secretariat, the GMPC scholarship? What kind of scholarship do you know?
So the scholarship, we have the Ghana Scholarship Authority, which has given us the opportunity to grab one. So that's the one I know.
Okay, so you and the students you represent are under the Scholarship Secretariat, the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat.
Yes, please.
Are there specific programs you were sent there to study, or you have varying programs you study?
The programs changes, it varies, please.
Okay, what are some of the programs that you guys are studying over there?
Okay, so the program we study here differ, as I'm saying. So it depends on the area. We have the business area, we have the science. So if I'm to mention, there are many. Even the school I am, we have international business, we have international relation, we have journalism. It's many.
And how many years? How many years do you guys do it for over there?
Please come again.
How many years on the average are you supposed to spend for these programs you go to study?
It depends. So for the masters, it's 2 years, some to 3 years, depending on your program. Mostly, if you come here, it's mandatory for you to study their language for 1 year. So maybe for a master student, you study the language for 1 year, an additional 2 years for your main program. For the PhD, 4 years for your program, your main program, and a language course, which takes 1 year. So it changes. And for the medical students, 6 years, and the language 1 year. So it varies.
So are you doing PhD, masters, or medicine?
I'm doing masters.
Which means you spent 1 year studying Russian.
Yes, please.
So if I ask you to speak Russian, you can.
I can.
All right. Let's get to the issues now. So what seems to be the problem? What's wrong? What's happening to you guys?
Okay, thank you very much for the platform and opportunity. I'll first of all like to thank the ambassador of the Ghana to the Federation, His Excellency Dr. Jehu Appiah. I also like to thank the Deputy Ambassador, who is in the name of Dr. Emmanuel Panya. I've also the Council of Education, Mr. Ejekum, and to the Ghanaian Community President, Wemperi Ebenezer, and my co-executive and every student who is also listening to us. So if you come to the issue in Russia, if you come to the scholarship student, it's not easy. It has been a big problem that we are facing. Now, to fast forward, our predecessors always do their possible best for us to get the stipend being paid, but it always delays. Now, as it stands now, 14 months, they haven't paid us, where students are in a serious problem. And I'm also a scholarship student, let me be precise here. Now, to make my presentation very easy, for the 14 months that they haven't paid us, students have bills that they have to pay. They are owing. They also have bills ahead of them. Now, if you come to the Federation, the insurance, which averagely within the school average, which is around 15,000, now has increased to more than 20,000. If I set my school as an example, if you come to insurance, it was 17,800 rubles. 17,800 rubles. And as of now, it is 25,000 rubles. And issue of visa, which was around 1,700 rubles, now 6,000. So average, if you look at the issue at hand, everything in the Federation has been increased by more than 100%. So this is really a challenge that the students are facing. If you come to accommodation, like it's average is 60,000, and medicals and a whole lot of stuff here. Now, so with issue of this, even if right now, if you go to their website to check, as at now, the standard living per month here, if you go to eduran.com, it is $300 per month. So look at the situation. And one issue too is that if you come to our final years, this Federation is not like the other countries where everybody will have opportunity to stay maybe after graduation. Now, the Federation, they do their things in such a way that every year you have to renew your visa. Final years have completed. They are stranded here. Why am I saying that? You need to clear yourself, then you legalize your documents where their visas are expiring. And if you are in the Federation, if you don't do these things, you will not even get your certificate. If you don't clear yourself, you will not get your certificate. You will not get your certificate to legalize, where your certificate to has to be translated to their own language, because one aspect is that this place, they don't speak English. So everything has to be translated to their language. Now, if I continue with the final year students, now let's take this picture. Now that their visa are expiring, some are expiring this particular month, and 14 months they haven't been paid. How to even clear themselves in the school is just there. They are not getting their certificate. They are not getting the way to legalize their document. Meanwhile, their visa is expiring. In this case, the students will end up become illegal students here, which is also a big problem. If the Ghana community president were to be here, he also testified to this fact that every single day they'll be arresting people, which is not good. And these are the problems, these are the some of the causes of it. So the students here, our grievance is all about our money, which have not been paid for 14 months. The government has to tackle it. And sometimes the question will be like, what have the leadership done about it? If I've gotten the opportunity, I'm feeling like pouring out everything because it's something which is really worrying us. If you look at what we have done, we follow up when our predecessors handed over to us on the 30th of July. We follow up and we got to realize that the money that even the Secretariat is giving to us is not sufficient. If I'm to be precise, $300, which was supposed to be given to us this particular year. Meanwhile, they are only at 14 months, which is a big problem. And the thing is, undergrads are to receive $300 per month, and postgraduates, that's the masters and the PhD, has to receive $500. In this case, the $300 which is being paid across, which they are going to pay across, what's it going to do to us? It doesn't even cover even a quarter or a month. So this is also a challenge there. We, the leadership, wrote letter through the embassy to get to the scholarship authority. And when the letter gets them, I would like to use this opportunity for you to have an insight about the reply we had from them. And the reply we have from them, in summary, what they are saying is that the Ministry of Finance delay and sometimes don't pay them. The allocation of budget to the scholarship students is insufficient. This is causing the whole problem. And the measure they are putting in place is that they are taking a securing ticket for the students. That's the final years. But when they secure this kind of ticket for the students, now their certificate is at stake. Reason why they came here for the years, 6 years, 7 years, 4 years, 3 years. Now it is being wasted because they have to go home and come again. When they want to also stay here, they have to also rent privately, because immediately you complete school here, you need to go home or need to leave the school premises. So this is a big problem that we are facing. And the federation here, we are not in a safe, I'll put it in some context, we are not in a safe country. But what will we do? This is what destiny has called us to be. This is where destiny said we should be. So our problem here is very, very, very big problem, where students are starving. Every day I receive number of calls, students asking me, when is our stipend coming? They have outstanding bills to pay. And we have only 2 weeks to make sure that we pay our outstanding debt and debts ahead of us, because we open on the 1st of September. So in brief, this is what we are facing. So we urge the government that they should just consider us, the Ministry of Finance, as the letter was stating that there's no sufficient budget allocation as well as delay. They should consider us, because the issue here is not easy. Look at the reference that I made, $300 per averagely, $300 per month. And this money, $300 per each student, is not even sufficient. They have to even increase our stipend, if I should be sincere to the Ghana. So this is our grievance. So thank you very much.
Great. Now, how do you communicate with the authority here in Accra, and how do they make payments to you? Do they send cash to you, or they pay into your account? How does it work?
Okay, so what normally happens is that when they pay to the embassy's account, they have account for the students who are under scholarship. Then the embassy will take it per the directive that the authority will give it to them. They come, they'll do the calculations and make sure that the students also have it through the student representatives. Then we go to the embassy for it. That's how it is done.
So right now, the reason for not sending your payment is because there's a delay at the finance ministry. That's what they said to you.
One is delay. Second one is insufficient budget allocation.
Okay. So this still finance matter from Accra. It has nothing to do with transferring the money. Now, are you allowed to work to support yourselves?
No.
So how are you coping then? And how is this affecting the lives of students?
That's the biggest issue we are facing here. So if I wish the community president would be here too. These are some of the challenges, as we said. Here in the Federation, if even you are a student and they find you at a certain premises trying to work there, they have the right to even question you. So students here, just only God knows how we survive here. I should be frank, only God knows how we survive here. Even one day, I was just there, I received a message that a Zambian is giving out loans. So funny, because you have to go in for that to survive here. And sometimes what I even ask myself is that our ladies, sometimes how did they even survive? We men, it's not easy for us. Them too. What communication are we giving outside? So it's a big problem. We survive by grace and hunger.
What options are available to you in there? Because you need the money to do a lot of things. So what options are available? Are you going to be deported? What's going to happen?
Yes, that's it. So the option we have here is that the school will sack us, because if you don't extend your visa, you have to go home. As I said, we renew our visas every year. So this year, if you go in for loan, and last year I've gone for some and they are still not paid, the only option is just be there. They will just tell you, go home. The school will sack you. You don't have place to sleep. Then you have to go home. Your future is at stake. And this kind of things is really a problem, because let's assume a student here have been sacked. The future is at stake. You get to Ghana. What's the person going to do? The social vices is going to increase. So that's what I can say, please.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us. And we wish you all the best, Jibril. Any message directly to the government of Ghana?
What we will say is that to the government of Ghana is that we plead that this federation, the students here who are under scholarship, will be catered for as soon as possible. We have only 14 days, which is 2 weeks ahead of us, to make payment of our visas. Other than that, very soon they will hear that more than 200 students have been deported, have been in their way or crying bitterly on the social media or other platforms that they need help. The government have to help them to come home because their visas have been expired and they are not getting any educational benefits again in the federation. So we plead that the government of the republic should allocate funds as soon as possible to cater for our problem here, because our problem here is not ordinary. We are in a war zone and things are not ordinary here. We are not working. We are depending on the government. And let me speak to you in the accommodation. So you should please look, come into our aid, because our situation here is not normal.
Very well. Maybe you should also speak Russian just for emphasis and say that accommodation, it's Russian, so accommodation.
That's so okay. I think that one we'll leave it for another day.
There you go. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. That's Jibril Kojo-Nkum. He's president of the National Union of Ghana Students, the chapter in Russia. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. I am Umaru Sandamadu. We'll be back with more. Do send us your messages on 0539-986-996 in reaction to the stories we are bringing you. 0539-986-996. Now, Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a number of affiliate stations. In the Ashanti region, we are on Adwinpa 99.9 FM in Nkawie. In the Western region, we are also on Adwinpa, another Adwinpa, but this one is in Takwa and it's on 100.7 FM. Also in Takrady in the Western region, on Beach 105.5 FM and Sky 93.5 FM in Takrady. In the Bono region, on Greener FM 95.9 on the campus of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, UNE, in Sunyani. If you go to the Volta region, we are on Hohwe-based Heritage FM 107.3. In Sugakofa, in the down side of the region, or the southern side of the region, we are on Freedom 88.1 FM. In Saboba, in the northern region, we are on Radio Gaki 88.3 FM. In Bolgatanga, in the Upper East region, we are on 102.7 FM. That's Bolga FM. We are in Garu on Quality 88.7 FM. In Nalirugu, in the Northeast region, we are on Nobia 98.1 FM. We are also on Radio Jimbali 107.3 FM in Jimbali. In Upper West, we are on Pupeli Radio 92.7 in Uwa. Fafa Melody Portofes in studio to bring us news summaries from the City Newsroom. Fafa.
Well, let's do more news from the Ashanti region, because members of the Ghana National Petroleum Tankers Drivers Union there have declared a 3-day sit-down strike to protest what they describe as the deteriorating condition of the yard where they park their trucks. The drivers have accused officials of the bulk oil storage and transportation that's bust of failing to rehabilitate the yard near the Kumasi depot, raising concerns about their safety and the worsening condition of the facility, particularly during periods of rainfall. Chairman of the Ghana National Petroleum Tankers Drivers Union, Nik Amarteifio, insists the drivers will only call off the strike when their concerns are addressed.
This is a sit-down strike, not a protest. We will not operate our vehicles. The strike begins today, Monday, and will continue until Wednesday, with the possibility of extending it to Thursday. We need the authorities to engage us and address our concerns. They must also clearly communicate any timelines agreed on for resolving the issues.
That was the chairman of the Ghana National Petroleum Tankers Drivers Union, Nik Amarteifio. Now, hundreds of residents from Domkwabenya, Komet, Brekuso, Agimenti, and Kitase today protested to demand the immediate rehabilitation and completion of the Domkwabenya Brekuso Kitase Road. The residents say the road has been neglected for far too long, worsening transportation challenges and affecting commuters, transport operators, and businesses in the area. Speaking to City News, the demonstrators said they had exhausted all available channels of engagement with the relevant authorities, leaving them with no option but to resort to a peaceful demonstration.
Just look at, we have an Ashasi. Even the current president, his two sons were, as I say, they committed school over there. And yet, this road is there. Since 2014, he was there, the children are there. And we knew them from this Brekuso town here. So this road, they need to complete it for us. Early by next year or December, this road must be done.
The problem we face for this road, the road and network is very bad. It's very, very, very bad. It's not good. If you are going dust, if you students they are going to school dust, then they sick, then they have cold and catarrh and etc. Because of that, that's the nature of the road. We are tired of the road.
It's been a long. Drivers on the road are complaining. Citizens on the road are complaining. Sometimes even to get access to work safe, it's an issue. So we are pleading with the government to work on that for us.
Well, those were some residents of Domkwabenya, Komet, Brekuso, Agimenti, and Kitase demanding the immediate rehabilitation and completion of the Domkwabenya Brekuso Kitase Road. Now let's move on to other stories because a fire has destroyed the ICT laboratory at Gushewu Midwifery College, damaging all computers and furniture. The blaze was already out of control when staff attempted to put it out and called the fire service. No fatalities were recorded, although one person sustained a minor head injury. The cause of the fire is not yet known. But speaking to City News, a lecturer at the college, Inusa Lanyo Abdullah, said management is considering alternative arrangements.
When I rushed here, the fire was already out of control. There were flames all over. So the few fire extinguishers we have, we made use of that until they were out of fire extinguishing power. Then we resorted to the buckets to try to contain the fire. But whilst that was also going on, we reached out to the fire service, and this particular municipality has no fire service assistance. So we called the Yendi branch, and they came in somewhere around 15:20 thereabouts, and they helped curb the fire. The only thing is that the entire computer lab is down. There isn't a single computer that's been salvaged. As it stands, we currently have our final year students who are yet to write their NMC licensing exams. And that is the very lab that they were supposed to use for it. So currently, an alternative will have to be looked at.
Inusa Lanyo Abdullah is a lecturer at the Gushewu Midwifery College, where there was a fire outbreak today at the ICT laboratory.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Everybody they sell, but your shop they empty.
Where's my report?
Bro, month no end here too. But see, your pocket stop the tick. Another emergency for the house.
Come get ideas. Ideas go kill them.
Another idea, another mark time. No capital to start. For some people, this silence no be peaceful. It be money matter.
With bills, there's no need for silence. From my emergency loans to salary loans to working capital loans and startup loans, Bills has you covered.
Apply with your Ghana card today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390. Bills, financing your needs. T's and C's apply.
Business owners, entrepreneurs, and investors, your next big business opportunity could be waiting for you at the Canton Fair 2026 in China, and Lutina Travel and Tours is taking you there. From October 23rd to November 5th, join the Lutina China and Dubai Business and Leisure Delegation. Meet manufacturers face-to-face and source quality products. Whether you're into electronics, furniture, construction materials, vehicles and spare parts, or more, this trip is for you. And after business, Dubai awaits with 2 days of premium leisure, exciting tours, and a relaxing spa treatment to recharge. Your visas, flights, hotel accommodation, B2B meetings, guided tours, travel insurance, and ground transportation all arranged for you from just $3,799 US. Don't miss this opportunity. Call Tina on 0244-260-789 or visit Litina Travel and Tours at Alisa Hotel, Northridge, Accra. Litina Travel and Tours, your business, your growth, your journey.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let's talk about an ongoing strike now. It's the Ghana Association of University Administrators, GAWA. Their General Secretary is Charles Edu. He's joined me on the line. Mr. Edu, welcome to Eyewitness News.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Before we speak, I want us to listen to the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu. He had a meeting with you today. He spoke after the meeting. I want us to hear that so that it can give us context about your strike and why you are continuing, if you don't mind. All right. All right. I'm told for some technical reasons I'm unable to play that particular voice. I would get it through for my audience. But your strike is nationwide in all public universities. We are hearing that the consequence is that some exams have been postponed and more. Can you explain to us how your strike is affecting students' lives and even issues of health in some of the hospitals that are run by universities?
Okay, so before I come to your question, I would want to speak to some erroneous impression being created by some people that GAWA are some first degree holders and who want to hold the university to ransom. I must say that the composition of GAWA is made up of medical doctors working in our university hospitals, lawyers, HR practitioners, engineers, architects, chartered accountants, chartered auditors, chartered procurement practitioners, pharmacists, etc., etc. So these are professionals in their own right who, under normal circumstances, would have been working in the private sector or multinational companies, whatever. Yeah, so these are people offering their specialized skills to the university. And we say that we deserve some recognition and some respect in the work we do for the university.
Very well.
To your question, yes, we are not happy that we are on strike. We all work in the university and want to see the university grow. As I speak to you, some examination has been deferred. As I speak to you, some hospitals have been closed. The finance directorate is not working. Salaries may not be paid this month. A lot of procurements will not be done this month. Appointments and promotions in all public universities in Ghana will not be done. So these are some of the things that are affecting the public universities in Ghana, and actually we are not happy that these things are going on. All directors, deputy directors, heads of departments in the administrative directorate, they've all withdrawn their services.
Interesting. You had a meeting today with your employer, the Minister for Education. How come that did not result in you going back to your posts?
Well, we've had frank discussions with the minister. The minister, agreed with the grievances that we shared to him. We've made some agreements, and then we want to meet our constituents, discuss the petition from the minister to our constituents, and we'll get back to the minister with what he does.
Is it the case that the offer that the minister put on the table was not good for you? Was there any offer on the table at all?
I wouldn't say yes or no. We had some agreement, and then we will want to speak to our constituents. They give us the power. Congress declared the strike. We would have to get back to our members, report to our members the meeting with the minister, and then within 48 hours, we'll make it known to the minister.
Is there a possibility that you call off the strike?
It's yes and no. It depends on so many factors. So, all things being equal, if everything falls into place, I'm sure we'll all come to work. We all miss work. We want to come to work. We want to ensure that the universities grow. We all have our kids in the universities, and we are all not happy. I have my kids in the university. Yeah, I'm not happy that we are causing some disruption to academic work. But it is what it is. We have to fight for our future and the future of the university.
But what's your own assessment of the meeting with the minister? Was it welcoming? Did he understand your concerns? Did he sympathize with you?
Oh, yeah, he did. He was very fruitful and very frank. The minister was very frank with us. We were also very frank with him, and then the VCG, they all sympathized with us. We made things laid bare to the minister and then the VCG. So they all appreciate our concerns, and we believe that going forward, we'll be able to solve the challenges ahead.
Which means that we would hear what your members say to you in the next 48 hours or so.
Sure.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and wish you all the best.
Thank you for having me.
So that's Charles Edu. He's General Secretary of the Ghana Association of University Administrators, GAWA. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. I am Umar Sandamadu. You can join the conversation 0539 986 996 0539 986 996. We'll return with more. Please stay with us.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. Now, to celebrate 30 years, we are giving back big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados to be won. Over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards, plus so much more. Connect to your everyday hustle on MTN. Make video calls. Browse the internet for business with family and friends. Connect your home to MTN Fiber. Make that money move on Momo and stay ahead because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years of MTN with the MTN at 30 promo. Use more MTN services, build more points, and win big. Dial *530# or visit the My MTN app for more.
Your child can excel academically and in the sports they love and are good at. At Prodigy International Academy, we believe every child deserves to excel in the classroom, on the field, and in life. With an internationally recognized curriculum, an elite sports program, modern, well-serviced boarding facilities, and a strong foundation in Christian values, Prodigy nurtures confident, skilled, and well-rounded learners who are prepared for a global future. Here, sports and academics go hand in hand to empower students to discover their strengths, develop strong strong character, leadership, and relentlessly pursue excellence. Give your child's full potential a chance. Visit prodigy.edu.gh or call 025-609-7974 to begin your Prodigy's journey. Prodigy International Academy. Persevere, excel, inspire.
The Blank Scenes is on your screens now, and trust us, you don't want to miss a single moment. Tune in every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. for all the family drama, unexpected twist, laughter, and everything in between. Missed an episode? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Catch the repeats Fridays at 11:30 a.m., Saturdays at 7 p.m., Sundays at 4:30 p.m., Tuesdays at 3 p.m., Wednesdays at 5:30 p.m. Stay logged on Channel 1 TV and never miss a moment of The Blank Scenes. The Blank Scenes is a Channel 1 TV production and is proudly sponsored by Out Insecticide, Nasco Electronics, Lizzie Sheto, Everback, and Lily Rice.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
Yeah, welcome back. Let's talk about cocoa now. And there's a petition that we have cited by a group called Young Cocoa Farmers Association. The petition is sent to the president saying that there are some uncertainties and lack of clarity relating to the new cocoa season, and they want some answers from the president. Martin Edu is convener of this particular group, the Young Cocoa Farmers Association. He's joined us on the line. Mr. Edu, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, and good evening to all our listeners.
Good evening to you. This is my first time hearing Young Cocoa Farmers Association. How old is your association, and who make up this association?
Well, we've been in the system for a while, and we have our members across, not only in one region. We have some in Ashanti, some in Sefi, we have some in Eastern. So we are made up of a group of young cocoa farmers.
Okay, so talk to me about the challenge you are concerned about.
Well, first of all, we have a challenge concerning funds. Why are we saying this? Because we know what happened during the last season. And last season, there were not adequate funds for the purchase of the cocoa beans during that season. So we actually want to make this call to find out whether there will be adequate funds for we, the cocoa farmers, during the 2026-2027 cocoa season. Again, we are also asking whether there have been some kind of measures put in place to prevent what occurred during last season, because in the middle of the season, we were hit by the slash of the price. And so we want to be sure that it's not going to happen in 2026, 2027. And then we are also asking whether the price, because we know that world market price is not stable. So if they are saying that there's going to be a 70% price value for the cocoa farmer, how is it going to look like? Because in this case, if, for instance, the cocoa price is announced today, and the amount that is given with the 70% is maybe 10 cedi, and we wake up tomorrow and the price is gone up. Is there going to be another announcement to give us the new 70%? If it goes down, is there going to be another announcement to announce the reduction in prices? These are part of the issues we are asking. We are also asking about the cocoa bill, that is the 2026 cocoa bill, which has been approved by Parliament, which has been passed by Parliament. We want to find out. We want some clarity and some proper information on that. Because it looks as if what we are hearing will not help me, the cocoa farmers. Because if you tell me that if I have cocoa farm and I cannot actually cut off some of the trees that are not fruitful, then what happens? if there is kind of maybe a disease that affects a cocoa tree and I want to cut that cocoa tree, I need to go and get permit before I'm able to come and do that cutting. Please, we are asking for clarity on some of these things, and we believe that the president and his appointees will be able to provide us these details, and that is why we have sent this petition to the presidency, asking for clarity, and then going into the May season, which is 2026, 2027, there should be some kind of clarity. We need information. We are not able to even, for now, arrange for some kind of maintenance services that we need in our funds, because we are not too sure of what is going to happen, how much we're going to get for the cocoa prices, and then how much you should invest before you get that cocoa that you are targeting.
The new cocoa bill that you reference, for which reason you talk about cutting down trees, also gives a specific fixed percentage of the price of cocoa that would come to the cocoa farmer. Has that come to your attention?
Is that not the 70% we're talking about?
Yes. So does that not answer the question you're raising about what cost you would be selling your cocoa for? At least the law is now clear on what percentage of the market value you'll be getting. No?
If you say it is not clear, because for now, as I said, the cocoa price at the international market is not stable. That is not stable at all. So we want to be sure. If the 70%, how is it going to look like? If you give me 70% today, this morning, and by close of day today, it's gone down, am I going to suffer that reduction? That is the question. Because if it's 70%, anytime that whatever price that is at the world market or whatever price that is at the cocoa board, this set, that is what we're going to face. So in this case, if it goes down, are we going to face the reduction?
Do you not sell your cocoa one-off? Do you sell your cocoa? I mean, the cocoa price may be changing over a period, but for you, the farmer, you sell at the day's rate, and that's it. So why do you have to be worried about the change in the cost over a period? I mean, the time that the LBC is buying from you, the price that the LBC has, the agreed price internationally, 70% of it is what's given to you. Is that not how it's supposed to work?
That's how it's supposed to work, but they don't.
So why do you have doubts then?
But what happened last year? Previous years, last year cocoa season, we were hit by this surprise that cocoa price have gone down. So we had to be hit by this slash of over 1,000 and on its back itself. So in this case, we are not too certain that if they say they are giving us 70%, it's assured that it's going to be throughout the season. Anything can happen. So they should assure us that indeed this 70% that we are giving, if we announce it from the beginning of the season, then it means it is going to stay throughout. There's not going to be any flash throughout the season.
Now, after you wrote this petition, have you had any response? And what will be next for you if this petition is ignored?
Well, we dispatched the petition today, and we expect that at least if today is 17th, we expect that within the week we should be able to hear from the authorities that we have presented a petition to.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Maru.
That's Martin Edu, he's convener of the Young Cocoa Farmers Association. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are coming to you from our studios in Accra. I am Umaru Sandamad. When we come back, we'll go to the Citi Business Desk for updates in the world of business.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made, or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
You know that feeling when you're getting ready for work. Your shirt is still crumpled and the iron is just starting to warm up. Or you're late for the wedding and now about to blow dry your hair. Or you have just stocked up meat for the cold store and then suddenly, oh, light off. Life just keeps getting paused. But what if your roof, yes, your roof, could keep things running in your homes and businesses? With EcoBank ASAP, you can switch to solar now by getting a loan to buy solar power systems with no upfront cost and easy repayment. Power your life through EcoBank's vetted solar vendors and lower your power bills over time.
Take back your power with EcoBank ASAP. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Live your dream now at Eden Heights. Move into our beautifully finished and ready to move in 3 and 4 bedroom apartment or penthouses thoughtfully designed for modern living today. Enjoy the serenity of a secure gated community with a fully equipped sports complex, landscape surroundings, ample parking, 24-hour security, reliable backup utilities, and convenient access to shopping, entertainment, and everyday essentials. With up to 3 years interest-free payment plans and mortgage financing options available, owning your dream home has never been easier. And here's the good news. Pay 50% or more and move in today. Book a viewing now on 0501 531 444 or 445 and on our website at www.edenheights.com.gh. Eden Heights, the heights of modern living.
Driver, can I send Momo to your personal number?
Oh, sister, debut. Just scan my GHQR code or send to my merchant ID.
Oh, okay.
Nice one. Customer. And thank you for the 5 stars too.
Of course. You've given me good service and an even simpler way to pay. I like your movement, Pan.
Online drivers and Pragia drivers. Every fare you collect with Momo moves you up the leaderboard and closer to amazing prizes.
Register at any MTN office with your registered business certificate
and sign up to become a Momo merchant driver today. Ride all the way with Momo. Terms and conditions apply.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Yeah, welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Mr. Daniel Odru-Mensah is in studio to bring us the latest in the world of business. Dan, how are you?
I'm good, Mr. Amadou.
Everything under control?
Everything under control.
How is the business world looking? Are we fine?
Well, we are fine. We are fine. Good.
All right, sure. Please give us the stories.
Right. Thank you so much. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, recorded a 3.27 million cedi deficit in 2025, despite recording higher operational income during the year. The SEC's 2025 annual report shows that operational income increased by 9.63% from 55.86 million cedis in 2024 to 61.24 million cedis in 2025. There's more in the following Business Desk report.
The increase was largely driven by a sharp rise in transaction levy collections. Transaction levy revenue went up by 77.5%. From 15.6 million cedis to 27.6 million cedis. However, this was partly offset by a significant drop in prospectus approval fees, which fell by almost 79% to 3.41 million cedis. Following the absence of major issuances on the primary market, the Commission also fell short of its overall revenue target for the year by 17.1%. It had budgeted to raise 74 million cedis, but could not realize 25 million cedis expected from fees on pension assets, as discussions on the implementation of the fees were still ongoing. Meanwhile, the SEC's operating expenditure increased by 18.48% from 54.5 million cedis in 2024 to 64.5 million cedis in 2025. The Commission says the increase was mainly due to higher regulatory and activities as well as spending on staff and capacity building. The SEC says the 3.27 million cedi deficit was financed from its reserves. It also stressed that it is financially independent of government intervention and relies largely on market-driven revenue streams.
That was a Business Desk report. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers says government may need to reconsider its decision to withdraw the diesel price intervention if prices rise in the second pricing window of August. The comment comes as some oil marketing companies adjust their prices, with petrol recording marginal reductions while diesel prices remain largely unchanged, despite industry projections of an increase. Executive Secretary of COPEC, Duncan Amoah, has been speaking with Citi Business News.
We'll be waiting to see if at the end of this particular window, the cost of diesel has not seen any adjustments again upwards. If that happens, then government may need to reconsider. But as it stands, we think that government has been able to serve the Ghanaian petroleum user some good with that 2 cedi intervention. As to whether government will take it off or not by the end of the month, August, we'll wait to see. But clearly, diesel should have gone up this window, except that the OMCs clearly seem to have maintained prices, which, like I indicated earlier, is very good. As to whether government would be able to sustain the 2 cedi intervention beyond the 1 month period it announced earlier, we'll leave that to government. But then again, would also observe between now and towards the end of month to see whether indeed government should safely take off the 2 cedi or it should maintain some part of the 2 cedi as discount.
Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, Duncan Amoah. The Center for Policy Scrutiny has questioned the government's push to establish 24-hour markets, arguing that the initiative risks getting ahead of the country's production capacity. The center maintains that the focus should first be on expanding domestic production and transforming the economy before creating markets that could largely become outlets for imported goods. Executive Director of the Center for Policy Scrutiny, Dr. Edu Owusu-Sarkodie, says the push for 24-hour markets must align with the broader objectives of the government's 24-hour economy initiative.
The shift system, which was promised us, appeared only once on page 18, once. The entire document is not about shift system. It's not about 133. The entire document is about economic growth and transformation. But we see the building of 24-hour markets around the country. So you take a look at the manifesto, the document, and what is being done, different things. Why would one establish 24-hour markets to sell imported commodities? Because in your document, you want to grow and transform first before the shift system. Why do you go ahead of yourself to establish markets to sell what has not been produced, but to sell what has been imported? Last year, CPS also said that we have read the document, 287 pages, and our observation was that even if the government fails at all, they should not fail the project, this volatile economic corridor. It's a brilliant idea. So we just pray that that project should come to light because of how it is going to link the South and the North.
Executive Director of the Center for Policy Scrutiny, Dr. Edu Owusu-Sarkodie. Telecommunications giant MTN Ghana says its ongoing fiber rollout is to build the digital infrastructure needed to support Ghana's growing digital economy and improve reliable internet access for households. It has therefore committed $1 billion to meet the growing demand for reliable connectivity. Chief Home Officer of MTN Ghana, Richard Champon, notes that with mobile data penetration approaching saturation, the fixed broadband market offers the telecom operator an important opportunity to expand its customer base.
Home is very, very at the core of the MTN Ambition 20 strategy. We believe that the future of our business is largely going to be determined by how much we're able to really harness this opportunity of the home. Now, why are we focusing on home? I think the inflection point would be perhaps COVID. All of us felt like, we couldn't do things at home. And COVID taught us that we could do a lot of things remotely. And so now the home is a center of many things. You know, it's a center where schooling or education is happening, where it's a center of entertainment, it's a center of work, it's a center of business. And for that to thrive, we had to take the responsibility, you know, as MTN, to provide the relevant digital infrastructure that will position Ghana to really play its role in delivering the digital economy that is required for our country.
Richard Echampon, Chief Home Officer of MTN Ghana, speaking in an engagement with members of Journalists for Business Advocacy. The General Manager of Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Isaac Ejay, has called on stakeholders in Ghana's hospitality industry to empower employees and create better working environments to improve service delivery. Speaking at the hotel's 15th anniversary celebration, the General Manager says the success of the industry depends largely on the people who provide the services, making it important for employers to invest in their teams.
One of the things we need to look at is to empower all employees in the industry. Hospitality is a work of art. People serve from the heart. It's not a regimented industry like you would have in the banking sector and the finance sector. People must love what they do. So one of the things that we are keen to do is to create a fun environment for our team members. So one of the things that most people in the industry must do is to create an enabling environment, empower. Ghanaians generally are hospitable. What is needed now is build the confidence. And that is what we think we could bring onto the market and encourage all stakeholders. Empower your teams, encourage and build the confidence. And hospitality will be fun and also a very good means of getting revenue for the state.
General Manager of Movenpick Ambassador Hotel, Isaac Ejay. The Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters, FAGE, is demanding increased investment in agriculture to reduce Ghana's dependence on imports. President of FAGE, Davis Nakobo, says Ghana must move beyond simply producing enough food for local consumption to build a competitive agricultural sector that can add value, create jobs, and generate foreign exchange. He was speaking ahead of the Ghana Horticulture Expo 2026, scheduled for September 3 to 5.
No single institution can deliver this transformation. Government must provide a stable and enabling environment. The private sector must invest and innovate. Financial institutions must provide financing that reflects the realities of agriculture. Research and technology must respond to practical industry needs. Farmers, processors, and exporters must uphold quality, reliability, and international standards. This is the power of partnership, and it is why partnership lies at the heart of the Horticulture Expo. As the president of FAGE, I affirm the Federation's commitment to strengthening Ghana's export ecosystem. We want Ghana to compete globally to the strength of quality, consistency, innovation, value addition, and trusted Ghanaian brands.
Davis Nakobo is president of Federation of Associations of Ghanaian Exporters. Now, available slots for the This is Ghana exhibition are filling up with just a few weeks to go until the much-anticipated event. The This is Ghana exhibition 2026 is set for August 29 to 30, 2026 at the Fua Sutherland Children's Park in Accra, where local products, innovations, and services will be showcased. Speaking on the event, Head of Events and Partnerships at Channel 1 TV and Citi FM, Frema Edunyame, urged interested businesses to register early before all exhibition slots are taken.
We are pretty set. The venue is ready. That's the Fua Sutherland Children's Park. Our exhibitors are also very much ready. Our sponsors, organizers, we are very, very ready. The most important thing at this point is we are really closing in on the available slots. And so all those who have registered but have not made the payment, this is the time to do so, just so you don't miss out on your chances. But those who have made their payments, all is set. We are just waiting for next weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 29th and 30th, for them to bring their goods, their services, their innovations, and then we'll have the show on.
For exhibitors and patrons, Frema Edunyame said the two-day event promises excitement while providing an opportunity to showcase a wide range of amazing made-in-Ghana products to Ghanaians.
Participants should look forward to coming in to find solutions to their many challenges, to all the things they are looking at finding proper real solutions, in terms of products, in terms of services, in terms of innovations. You'll be amazed what Ghanaian businesses are creating. Small businesses, medium businesses, very large, and the large ones. We are creating everything. Everything is being made right here in Ghana. And so we are calling on Ghanaians and foreigners alike to just come to the exhibition grounds next weekend, the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. Just come and look at what is available to you in terms of solutions. Do not think that we are not creating anything. Probably is because you don't step out to programs like these, to know what is available on the Ghanaian market. It is a family event, and so we are calling on all. Bring the children with you. Let us cultivate the habit of patronizing made in Ghana goods.
Frema Edunyame is the head of events and partnerships at Channel 1 TV and Citi FM. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2026 is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Ghana Investment Promotion Center. Now, the Institute for Fiscal Studies, IFS, is questioning the credibility of Ghana's 2026 budget despite the economy outperforming several of the government's key macroeconomic assumptions in the first half of the year. 6 months into the fiscal year, inflation fell to 5.3%, below the government's 8% plus or minus 2% target band, while real GDP growth reached 6%, beating the 4.8 target. Acting Executive Director of the IFS, Dr. Said Boachi, says government must make its economic and fiscal forecasts more evidence-based and responsive to new data.
We have demonstrated that nominal GDP, real GDP growth rate, and total revenue and grants to GDP ratio targets for the 2026 are unrealistic. These weaken the credibility of the budget. To address this, the government should ensure that its macroeconomic and fiscal projections are fully informed by all the available evidence. In particular, GDP projections should be updated when new data point to a materially different outlook than previously envisaged. This will help the government set more realistic fiscal targets and enable better planning and strengthen confidence in the budget. It is important to point out that to improve reliability of budget forecast, the government can subject its forecasts to independent review before incorporating them into the budget.
Acting Executive Director of the Institute for Fiscal Studies, Dr. Said Boachi. The Ghana Cocoa Board, says it is working to resolve issues affecting payments to some cocoa farmers in Hohoi in the Volta region. The assurance follows concerns from some farmers over delays in receiving payment for cocoa supplied during the 2025-2026 crop season. Cocoa Board says it has completed payments to farmers for all cocoa supplies made during the 2025-2026 season. The board says it is, however, engaging relevant stakeholders to address outstanding issues that may have affected some farmers. And that's all for City Business News on Eyewitness News. I am Daniel Odro-Mensah. Many thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Daniel Odro-Mensah from the City Business Desk. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. When we return, we'll put the microphone in your hands. The segment is called Talkback.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Introducing Ghana's leading pay-as-you-copy photocopier leasing company. Lease an A4, A3, heavy-duty or production machine and pay for only the copies made or design your own payment plan. Simple and tietia. That's not all. Incredibly, toners, repairs, maintenance, follow-me printing, centralized tracking all come free of charge. Remember, financial prudence is the name of the game. Folks, forget about the expensive gimmicks and be smart. Join the hundreds of satisfied clients across all the 16 regions and every sector of the economy and save over 60% of your printing costs. Visit us at www.valexlease.com or call 0244 644048. Be prudent and lease a copier. Terms and conditions apply. Valex Lease is a wholly owned Ghanaian company. Valex Lease, affordable document management solutions.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Talk Back on Eyewitness News, brought to you by Valles Lease Equipment Limited. Valles Lease, affordable document management solutions. Musa Abattoir sends a message and says that the NPP elections undermines grassroots participation and raises questions about internal democracy. They have shot themselves in the foot. They should avoid propaganda and focus on apologizing to Ghanaians. Emil Akwensivi in Akwemufie says someone who couldn't win a parliamentary seat is going to chair the biggest region in the country, if only they are not gearing up to take the country back like before. May God save our motherland. I've been joined in studio by Fred Tete Jabano. He's our head of current affairs, and he's going to help me with this segment. Fred, we'll start with Kennedy Onipayede.
Yes, Kennedy Onipayede says the MPP should know that the unity they are calling for is not working for them, and even the approach they are using to call for unity is wrong. The MPP will remain in opposition for a long time for them to learn how to govern a country.
Hack sends a message from Wa, and he says NPP selected their continuous opposition leadership because I'm not sure it's in Ghana is a bit better than yesterday. My regards to Bookman Dauda, aka Empire. Fred.
Paul Jr. Aka from Ahafomem says MPP must be applauded for organizing peaceful regional elections. We only hope the national elections would equally meet the standard. Congratulations to all those who won, and we wish those who lost better luck next time.
Koku Bansa says, congratulations to the NPP family on the successful completion of regional officer elections across all 16 regions. This milestone shows a resilience, unity, and unwavering commitment to rebuilding a stronger, more disciplined party. Every officer elected carries the hope of millions who believe in our vision for Ghana. Fred.
Jones Adoboy from La says, good evening. Electing new executive does not wipe away the pains, anguish, and economic hardship they meted out to Ghanaians. We still feel those pains like yesterday. The value is still the same. Aban Papa Aba.
Akasokri Joseph says, I don't understand this top-to-bottom approach. If it's top-to-bottom, why not elect national executives before reaching? Anna, that has been done already, or it's part of the mafia tactics.
Michael Bosia Kwen Abofu Okankwe North says, congrats to the Gen Z regional chairman, Dr. Okoboy, the humble chairman, Koka, and all newly elected regional executives. Victory is ours come 2028. The elephant is a winning symbol.
Anyas Ghazali in Tamale says, congratulations to all newly elected regional officers of the party ahead of the national elections. The only solution left for the party is to elect Mr. Polafoko to lead it into 2028. Fred.
Abi National says, whether Dr. Okoboy
in Greater Accra or Koka for
Ashanti region or
Adolf in
or Konedu for Eastern region, but all these people are going to be in opposition. They are going to be opposition chairman after 2028. So that's from Abi National Emwa.
Mauvi sends a message from Accra and says, hey, I'm worried how MPP contestants in last weekend elections are begging delegates to elect them. Did I hear Jeff Konedu, MPP chairman elect, say he is on his knees begging to serve his party, by extension the nation? This is strange. I smell an elephant here.
Delanyo Agbe from Pediasi says, congratulations to all MPP regional executives elect. They must work hard and present a unified front. 2028 will not be an easy battle.
Isaac Niendo in Tamale says, Umaru, we congratulate the NPP on completing their regional elections peacefully. My hope is that they use this to truly unite the party. A united opposition made our democracy stronger for all Ghanaians.
Baba Chairman from Tamale says, Honorable Ablakwa, in their opposition days, made a lot of unnecessary noise over some of the challenges confronting students on government scholarship. Today, he, Ablakwa, is the Foreign Affairs Minister, and same is happening. Square pegs in round holes.
Seidu Damba Abdul Keita, who is with Team Sambian, says, having listened to your interview with Jeff Konedu and Dr. Francis Adumakun, I was reminded of the difficult circumstances lawyer Sule Sambian faced during the Northeast Regional Chairmanship race. The central issue that shaped his ordeal was the narrative that he was anti-Bawumia. That allegation became the lens through which many people viewed his candidature, despite the fact that there is no public record of him supporting any presidential candidate other than His Excellency Dr. Bawumia. Unfortunately, that perception created an atmosphere where a dedicated party servant was made to defend his loyalty rather than focus solely on his vision and message. The battle that lawyer Sule faced was not an ordinary contest. It was described as one man against 1,000, while his opponent, the incumbent, had the advantage of strong structure, established networks, and wider support systems. Lawyer Sule stood firm, often appearing like a lone soldier on the battlefield. Many people who sympathized with his cause were reluctant to openly associate with him because of the fear of being labeled or victimized. Yet, despite these enormous challenges, Lawyer Sule Sambian remained courageous, resilient, and fearless. He did not abandon his principles. He continued to engage delegates and present his vision with dignity. And that is why when I look at the circumstances surrounding the election, I do not see the 62 votes he secured against the chairman-elect's 94 votes as a defeat. I see it as a victory of courage over adversity. To stand there strong despite the odds, despite the labels, and despite the forces aligned against him is a testament to the depth of support, his message, and the respect many have for him. History has always shown that some victories are not measured only by numbers on election day, but by the courage displayed in the face of overwhelming opposition. Lawyer Sule Sambian's journey is one of resilience, conviction, and the determination to stand for what he believes in. So that's a message from Seidu, formerly of UEW, who is member of Team Sule Sambian, who went for the Northeast chairmanship and did not make it. Fred.
Sola from Anloga says, good evening. Congratulations to all MPP members for having a peaceful election. They claim democracy is under attack, but were able to have a peaceful election under attack democracy. They should wait for 25% defeat come 2028.
Okay, Master Planner Junior Communication Officer Kintampo North says, congratulations to all the elected regional executives who were elected on Saturday. The enthusiasm and voter turnout is an indication of victory for Dr. Bawumia and the NPP in 2028, inshallah. It is possible together.
Wills Yoga from Abutiateti in the Volta region. I urge the students to exercise patience regarding their scholarship stipends. The government would ensure payment. To alleviate pressure on you and the government, consider studying courses available in Ghana instead of traveling abroad. This decision not only eases financial burdens, but also allows you to focus on your education. Best wishes to all the students.
Fred, I mean, this issue is an interesting one. Many people are asking. Someone sent a message saying that the courses they are studying in Russia, they can do it at the Accra Technical University. My point is that it's not up to the student applying. It's up to we, those giving the scholarship, to say that A, B, C, D, we cannot give an external scholarship for. I would give you a scholarship, but I'll send you to Accra Technical University or Takrady Technical University. Why would I send you to Moscow in Russia to go and spend 1 year studying Russian and then spend another year studying journalism or communication when I can sponsor that student to GIJ or Unimac now at Scott, where I don't have to pay 1 year for learning English? I really think that it should be our policy so that we don't have all these matters coming up.
No, I agree perfectly. I think that looking at the nature of our education system here, looking at the amount of money we devote to people traveling outside, and looking at the kind of concerns they continue to raise anytime they are sent outside, it's better we spend the money in here, give scholarships to people who are willing to go to school here, people who are willing to engage courses here. We have very good universities, we have very good lecturers. We can make use of our universities and get our people to remain here. After all, what does it do? It reduces the spending of foreign currency, which is always a problem for us. So I think that is a call in the right direction, and we should take note and see how we can implement that.
I think Sami from Tamale is on the same issue, and he says, good evening, Umaru. With all due respect to the scholarship programs that Ghanaian students are doing outside Ghana, please, if any student under scholarship program outside has their fees not paid, they should come back home because they have basic and secondary education. Schools are still under trees across Ghana.
Yakubu Ibn Chambers from Walewale says, truth be told boldly to the face of leaders in Ghana, this scholarship scheme thing is leaking the coffers of Ghana dry. and burdening the taxpayer. The scholarship scheme isn't sustainable, and students are continually going to be subjected to the emotional trauma of insufficient and inconsistent budgetary allocations, misappropriations of fund, and meant for beneficiary students. If it is not sustainable, cancel it.
Okay, Hajia Halima from Nima says, please read my message. Last week you skipped my message. Okay, I have seen. Okay, I'm reading your message, Hajia Halima. It says, truth is that during internal elections, individuals deploy tactics to win their elections. The flag bearer's office has issued releases debunking the claim that Dr. Bawumia had candidates. Alhamdulillah for a successful and peaceful election. It's a feather in the cap of the election committee, and congratulations to all the victors. Better luck to those who could not get through the MPP's mission of securing victory to advance development policies and programs for Ghana, and it remains supremacy.
Zakaria from Mion in the northern region says the 24-hour market initiated by His Excellency JM would boost Ghana's economy when the market is complete. To operate 24 hours economy, you need to put structures in place. That's exactly what GM is doing.
Okay, Alabadik Gariba from Balansa in Sandema says, each time I listen to politicians in Ghana speak, I wonder if they are fair to Ghanaians, comparing Ghana to Burkina Faso. The young president in Burkina and his people are speedily transforming Burkina. Common Tomato Factory has taken Ghana 30 years. The honest president of Burkina took 2 years to establish tomato and tire factories, etc. So what is the problem in Ghana? Well, that's it for the messages that have come through for us here on the Talkback segment on Eyewitness News. Fred, you have one last message?
Yes, from YouTube. Francis Kuma says, please pay the scholarship students so that they will study well. Sorry to hear that only God knows how you survive there in Russia.
They said they survive on grace.
On grace.
Well, that's it for Eyewitness News tonight. Talkback is brought to you by Valex Lease Equipment Limited. Valex Lease Affordable Document Management Solutions. My name is Umar Rusandamadu. Fred Tetejabano helped me in studio. Julian Odami Asari helped with production, as well as Beverly London and Kobina Wilson. Technical support from Desmond Nyaku and Renise Foley. New media support from the new media team led by Edwin Kwakofi. We'll be back tomorrow at 1700 GMT, that's 5 p.m. Up next, Samuel Attah-Mensah brings you Footprint. Stay with us. Good night.
City News. We speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302 224959 and get interactive on Facebook, City 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at City 973.